In there, a base hit. Eric Hosmer will stand in now. 1 for 5 on Wednesday. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Luke has it in his tracks. 2 down. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the middle.
Devin Travis will stand in, and that average has to be a source of pride for him early on. He's got it up over 350 to start the new season.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Oh, and he just fans on it out there at second as it gets right by him.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down.
Devin Mesoraco stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Sent on the ground out to second. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Number 10 stands in. First pitch on its way. High in the air and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Pilar, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Throw won't get him. Into the box, David Rodriguez. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. The throw pulls him off the bag. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quickly. Number 10 gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 29 home runs for him on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Christopher Luke. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. So the best results come with that mindset.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Devin Mesoraco strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
And he will get a force out on the play. Number 10 will stride in again, as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ball game to this point. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Well, interesting ploy here. He's already beaten these guys with the long ball. Now he's trying to play a little bit of small ball and bunt his way on. A good play here, takes care of him though. But for me, you got to...
Devin Travis will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. On to first, and they turn the double play. Danny Espinoza comes forward now, and he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run standing behind him in the on-deck circle. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Toronto. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Number 10 will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
He's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
In there, strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
This is line to left. Luke is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it winds up being a run on no hits, and they leave 2 men on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Rays. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. Definitely did enough to earn himself.
both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our Topps player spotlight. Mitchell is in the glow as he's shifting to left field, so we'll see how much, if any. Hope your weekend's going well. Time for Saturday night baseball from Tropicana Field. 3-game weekend. Number 10 gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Luke will wait on it, and he will put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. Ryan Goins will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
Back on it is the left fielder, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Batting it.
Into the box, Rougned Odor. He reached on a single in his first try.
Plays it one here.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the... Luis Carrasco steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Going back is the left fielder. He can't get in. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Boy, and you can bet you've got one.
Number 10 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Number 10.
This is line to left. Luke has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at.
Number 10 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. Hit high and deep out to left field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's a 4-3 game. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely. So striding in, Danny Espinosa, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. In the air now out to left. Under it is the left fielder. Oh, and he botches it. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Number 10 stands in.
Now batting. Number 10.
Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a 2-run shot to left center. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
7 runs.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Rays are victorious in this one, 7-5. Good night from Tampa.
3 hours and 28 minutes. Again, we remind you for your next trip to Tropicana Field that all vehicles with 4 or more passengers receive free parking all season long. Also, a reminder that extra PSTA buses for routes 18, 32, and 74 can be picked up outside the stadium.
Day baseball coming your way here on a Sunday afternoon from Tropicana Field. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend. Number 10 will stand in for the first time here. 30 home runs for him on the season so far. Stroman comes set. First pitch on the way. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike one. And, Eric, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been mired in a team-wide slump of late, as with the loss last time out, they've now dropped 8 of their last 9 decisions.
Well, that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing.
And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Be the batter, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Number 10.
Hey, let it fly up there, Hulk.
Skied into straightaway right. Rodriguez is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Devin Mesoraco will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
Oh, and he misses it.
Hey, no runner, eat it.
And all I can think here is that he lost that one against the roof at the last second, which will happen, but boy, that is a helpless feeling when you flat out whiff on a fly ball like that.
Number 10 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ball game.
Left fielder, number 10.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Hey, stick to your plan up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. Number 10 steps into the box.
Now batting, number 10.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied.
Well, this ball was hit.
A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't Baseball for you on a Tuesday night from Tropicana Field. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup between the LA Dodgers and the Tampa Bay Rays. Francisco Lindor gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Hit in the air to left. Left fielder is on the... And that ends the inning. Number 10 will stride in. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame back on Sunday. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hot shot on the ground is short. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. We'll head to the second inning here in St. Pete with no score. Number 10 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Oh, high. Long home run. 31 for him on the season as the Rays have opened up a 3-0 lead.
The home run balls continue to cause him.
Number 10 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that one earlier. He put a good swing on it.
Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, his second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so...
Francisco Lindor will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do. And that's hit the ball.
Starling Marte will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there. And he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long. And I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on. And that's allowed him to...
Glenn Ryu will stand in for the first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Long run for the left fielder. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Hey, come on, big guy. Get your pitch.
Number 10 will dig in. 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far.
Yeah, getting another chance to go for that big 3-homer game, Matt. Looking very dangerous up there so far.
That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. And some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking...
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Rays are victorious in this one, 7-3. Good night from Tampa.
7 runs, 8 hits, no errors.
Back live now on the MLB pregame show. We are nearing first pitch here in the finale of this ultra-brief 2-game set. But while final preparations are being made, here is today's Topps Player Spotlight. Mitchell is our man to watch as he enters this one having... MLB The Show has baseball coming your way from Tropicana Field here in St. Petersburg. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Tampa Bay. Number 10 will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Throw gets him, 2 down. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup. Number 10 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, have a rip at it up there.
Swing and a liner. But this will be foul.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Rocket to third. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning.
You can do it.
Number 10 digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 33 on the year, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here.
Number 10 will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club.
Attaboy.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now 7-1, and now he throws on the brakes, but he... Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really came through with a dominating pitching performance. You see there, 12 strikeouts, and that doesn't even tell the whole story. That was as good as I've ever seen him pitch.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian. Friday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Number 10 gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Hey, stay hot now.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to left. 34 home runs now on the year as the Rays move out on top 1-0. C.J. Cron will stand in for the first time. Currently third in the American League in home runs.
And he leads this ball club in that department, so he's really been the guy that they're looking to drive the ball out of the yard.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play. And number 10 stands in.
The fielder, number 10.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
That may have been one of those situations where you wonder, he's not going to be able to throw him out at first. Maybe that's one where you try and see if that would have gone.
Mike Trout stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And he's going to make it easily. It's a stand-up triple. Number 10 will step in now. 2 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, having a pretty good one so far. We'll see if they pitch him any differently right here in this at-bat.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Here comes Clint Hurdle up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Luther Broussard is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Number 10 will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Maybe a little early to start thinking about this, but if you're wondering how rare it would be for a team to score a run in every inning of a ball game, in the American League it's happened just 5 times, most recently by the Royals back in 1998. And stirring now in that Angel bullpen as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Number 10 will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. On to first. And how about that double play? Wow.
Eric Hosmer.
Oh, that is a sweet play right there. He's trying to get this ball to second quickly, so he fields it and scoops this thing all in one motion.
Eric Hosmer gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Number 10 will stand in again. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs thus far.
Oh, man, somebody pinch this guy. He's got a chance for a 5-hit ball game right here.
0-1's the
And
count.
he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a beat on it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Tampa. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Junior Reyes will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Reyes.
Mario Calzado will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
1 away.
Catcher.
Ken Giles will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless.
53. Ken Giles.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robert Netzel. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that pitch. That's on him way too fast.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Giles sets, 0-2 on its way. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And that fastball definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
The 1-2 pitch. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Into the box now, Sean McCormick. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
And he falls behind 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's a right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row, and it's not looking like this hot spell's going to end anytime soon.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Rays are victorious in this one, 12-3. Good night from Anaheim.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Thanks for joining us.
Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our Topps player spotlight. Mitchell Zarman to watch. Coming off a last game in which he was really outstanding in the clutch moments, collecting a whole bucket full of RBI. So he'll be looking to emulate that type of performance here again in this one.
Yeah. And you said it, Matt. He was clutch. And you know, some guys just have that uncanny ability to come through when it really matters. In baseball, it's usually when there are runners in scoring position, and he found himself up in that situation a number of times. It was pretty special to watch him out there, so I'm excited to see what he does to back it up.
All right, the guys and I will be back to get this one started on the show right after this. Saturday night baseball now from Southern California at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball, and it's coming up next. Andres Cortez will stand in fresh off a 4-hit ball game a night ago. Number 10 will get his first shot here. As you can see, he currently leads the junior circuit in hitting.
And guys, he's also leading the league in RBIs this year. He's not just hitting. He's doing it with runners in scoring position.
0-1's the count.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, stay hot now.
Skied into straightaway right. Ivy has it in his tracks. And that ends the inning. Danny Santana comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Danny Santana.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And Eric, as we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
And as usual, it all starts with the pitching. I mean, don't get me wrong, the offense, it's done its part too, but you don't run into a lot of 6-game win streaks where you're just outscoring teams. They've gotten some real quality starts over this stretch.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our Topps player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs, really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
For the Angels, 4 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 19 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening.
Afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Time now for a look at the Rays' starting nine. Steve, what's the key for them to continue this winning streak?
Well, all they have to do is keep doing what they're doing. This team has a very high average, continuing to hit well as a team.
Number 10 will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there.
Here you go. Let it fly right here. Stay hot, baby.
Hit in the air out to left field. McCormick has it in his tracks. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. EK, any thoughts?
Well, guys, I love the way Eric Hosmer plays the game. His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games. He's done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on.
Here we go, guys.
Herbert Ivy will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. The 0-1 delivery. This one's flared out toward left. Left fielder coming in. He can't get there. Is it the throw into second? Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then...
So striding in, number 10, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
One time, right
Line
now.
drive to left. That gets down, and the inning will continue. One run scores. The tying run is in to score from second. It's a 3-3 game.
Pick it up.
C.J. Cron will get a shot here with two away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That two-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
You take it.
Number 10 is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Angels strand one. Score holds at 4-3.
Hey, come on, big dog.
Number 10 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one.
Come on, kid. See it drop.
Hot shot to third. Calzado comes up with it. Now a low throw, but he can't knock it down at first as it gets right by him.
Well, the defense for both of these teams.
Let's go,
Number
kid.
10
One time,
steps
right
in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Come on now, one time, right here.
Andrelton Simmons will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep from rolling over.
This is line to left, and this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get one, if not both of them home. And the run is in to score from second. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. In to score is the runner from first. That makes it a 9-6 ball game. Number 10 will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line and left. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from... Number 10 will bat now. A couple of hits in 4 trips, including a double.
Well, a multi-hit game already in the books, and we'll see what kind of damage he can do right here.
This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul.
No one better.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, high. Deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 36 on the year for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Sean McCormick will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Gotta hold him right here. Let's go. Let's go.
Giles is ready. 2-2 on its way. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Under it is the left fielder. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Well, every run helps, but they're running out of outs right now, and I think defensively, you're happy to trade that run for the out.
Hey, two-way now.
Herbert Ivy makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs. This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. 1 run is scored, and the tying run comes. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving, but gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Angels are winners here, 16-15. So long from Anaheim.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and one gone in the inning. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw.
Number 10.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. A solo shot here to left. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets. Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. Here it's the second of this 3-game set between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners baseball starts right now. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Number 10 will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month, as you see him there. Pineda gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And EK, you take a look at these Mariners entering play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7. Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. 38th home run of the season for him, as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series.
Number 10 stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
You can't find it. Be patient, huh? They can come to you. Let it fly. Let's go right here.
Pineda pauses. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball heading for the alley. Temple giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. The runner from second crosses the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate. Will Grimsley is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Swing and a looper to left. Here comes the left fielder. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 5, second baseman.
Number 10 will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch and let it rip. Let's go.
Pineda into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Charles ranges to his right. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Little resistance there as the Rays are down on 4 pitches. They lead it 2-1. Kyle Seager will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Here's a blooper out toward left center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hit. Number 10 will be the batter. 2 for 3 with a home run thus far.
Yeah, having a solid performance in this one. Definitely been a bright spot for them offensively.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left, his second of the game, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Oh, and insurance runs come at a premium at this late stage of the ball game, and like you said, Matty, that makes this a 3-run game.
Quincy Charles will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Hey, come on now.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Under it is the left fielder, and that's the third out. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail 5-2. Ready to start the ninth as we get a stunning shot there of the Seattle skyline on a great night for baseball. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps Player Spotlight. Mitchell is in the glow as he enters this one, having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in a bunch of runs and really looked dialed in with runners in scoring position. MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and Safeco Field in Seattle. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Seattle Mariners. It's Mariners baseball, and it comes your way next. Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's been a one-man wrecking crew lately, driving in 20 runs over the last 10 ball games. I guess I shouldn't say one-man wrecking crew. It takes a lot of support from the guys above him to get in the position to be driven in, but he has been the man.
Number 10 will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there. Into the windup and the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1.
Come on, big guy.
The windup and the 0-1. To short, hit hard. Charles is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. So now the Mariners offense gets to work for the first time. We've got no score. Luis Avalos will get his first opportunity here, and he enters play third in the American League batting race.
And not bad for a second baseman. There are some good ones, but second base isn't typically where you'd expect to have one of your best hitters.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And Beckham will tuck this one away, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order. After 1, no score. Number 10 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's
Belted
go,
high in the air out to left. Grimsley looks up. Gone! A solo shot here to left, and even 40 home runs on the year for him now, as the Rays move in front now 2-0.
Oh, and his great year just keeps going on and on. Like you say, that's home run number 40 on the year now. He's definitely making a case to be in the running to take some hardware home at the end of the season.
So stepping in, Avisail Garcia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. This is hit well out toward deep left field. Back on it is the left fielder. And that one is out of here. A two-run shot that gives them the lead. Number 10 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that one earlier. He put a good swing.
Hard hit ball to second. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home.
All right, hold it here, hold it
The runner
here.
from first crosses the plate. It's a 3-3 game.
Hey, we got no one
Leading off the inning, Brian Lindsay, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Number 10 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Luis Avalos gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase, and he hauls it in for the first out. Jimmy Soria will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Hey, we got one here.
Hit in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Number 10 will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going.
Hey, one pitch.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this is going to get to the wall now out near the Mariner bullpen. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
Well, he smokes this ball right here. This is a fastball, and he's right on it. Drives it right into the left center field gap, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Number 10 will have a shot now, needing only a single, the easiest of them all to complete the cycle.
Free CD key giveaways every 30 minutes. Esc key, com.
Yeah, easy for you to say, Matt. Jeez, he knows what's at stake here, and there's a lot of pressure on him in this at-bat.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
So drive him in for us.
Here it comes, 1-0. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick.
Well, I think they had a feeling he'd be going, but you had to figure they weren't going to pitch out twice in a row, and he winds up taking second here and moving into scoring position.
Come on, Big, get your pitch. Let's go.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with one gone.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hand.
So, guys, all three of us were treated to a well-played ball game all in all. And what do you say we go ahead and name this fella right here as our tops player of the game?
Yeah, maybe a little disappointing that he couldn't finish off the cycle, especially since all he needed was the single. But all in all, still a great offensive performance.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Rays are victorious in this one, 4-3. So long from Seattle.
For the Mariners, 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game trains will be available at the King Street Station, located just north of Safeco Field. Metro Transit buses are also available.
Friday night baseball under the dome at Tropicana Field. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Tampa Bay Rays. With that, here's Bob Melvin's lineup for the visiting Oakland A's. Corey Seager will stand in, and as we give you a look at his splits versus right and left, he's had the better of right-handers, that's for sure. A runner on first with 2 away.
Where's the first here?
skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for Oakland. And now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Number 10 will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there. Here comes the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And Eric, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
And I think it's just...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Rays. After 1, no score. Number 10 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard to short. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
Yeah, that's a 2-out hit here in the 3rd inning. Maybe just a little something to get this guy out of his early comfort zone and put him into the stretch.
Number 10 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far.
Hey, 1 pitch right here. 1 out.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. 41st home run of the year for him as the Rays move in front now 2-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like...
Corey Dickerson will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And that's a big double right there, down by 2, but more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now with the open base.
Number 10 will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Sung is in his tracks now, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are tied 2-2. Corey Seager will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is in the air out to left field. Long run for the left fielder. 1 out. Number 10 will stand in. 2 hits, including a homer thus far.
Oh, when you're seeing the ball as well as he is, you can't wait to dig in again. Fifth at bat here and a chance to make an even better game out of it.
First offering on its way. The short hit hard. Throw gets him 2 down. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The A's are victorious here, 6-3. Good night from Tampa.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Rays, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 15 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 45 minutes.
MLB The Show has baseball coming your way from Tropicana Field here in St. Petersburg. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Oakland A's and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays baseball, and it starts right now. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. Now, he's been crushing the ball lately, hitting over 450 in the last 10 games. He's doing a great job of going with what he's given. And he's making them pay when it's a mistake pitch.
Justin Nicolino is on the mound for game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's got a 1-to-1 strikeout to walk.
Number 10 will stand in now, just 2 short of 100 RBIs for the season.
One time right here.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Well, guys, I love the way Eric Hosmer plays the game. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game, so I have a feeling he could be a key.
Number 10 will dig in, 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Left fielder, number 10.
This is line to left. Inaba has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
Addison Russell is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Belted high in the air out to left. Back on it is the left fielder. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Number 10 will stand in here, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Not the kind of day he was hoping for. So let's see if he can get something going right here.
Here we go.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Home run number 42 on the season, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, he painted himself into an almost impossible situation on the mound. The conditions were ripe, and you know, when you're facing a guy like this with the bases loaded, you just get that feeling that he's going to do something special, and boy, did he ever right there.
Brandon Inaba will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. 2 out with the man at first. In the air now, out to left. Under it is the left fielder. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The A's strand one. They're down 7-1. Brian Gooden will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Number 10 will stand in again as we take you back to the 5th inning for the big blow. A grand slam that obviously has been their biggest at-bat of the game thus far. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turnaround first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
One down here, fellas.
Left field and deep. Going back is the left fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. Corey Dickerson will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A's number 10 will stand in. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips.
Oh, he's been such a big factor for his guys in this one, and he's got a chance to do some more damage right here in his 5th at-bat.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Boy, how much hotter is he going to get?
Hey, here we go.
Addison Russell is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Racing back the left fielder. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Rays are victorious in this one, 10-2. So long from Tampa.
Our paid attendance at Tropicana Field this afternoon, a sellout of 45,000. The Rays thank you and hope you'll join us again real soon.
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Mitchell is in the glow as he enters this one, having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in a bunch of runs and really looked dialed in with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that was one of those games he won't forget for some time to come. He was at the plate in some really important situations, and man, did he pull through. I'd say he kind of single-handedly changed the course of the game. And
we are inside and under the roof tonight here at Rogers Center in Toronto, Ontario. It's the opener of this three-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's now working on the longest hitting streak of all time.
Number 10 will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there.
Come on, big guy, stay hot up there.
Hit high and deep to right center. Ranging back is Pilar, and this one is gone. A home run. Manny Machado will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Under it is the left fielder. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, who doesn't love watching Manny Machado do his thing? He's been driving in runs nearly every chance he gets lately. Recorded more than 10 RBIs in his last 10 balls.
Number 10 steps in now.
Left fielder, number 10.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on it, huh?
Here's the first pitch to him. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1.
Not sure I want my number 3 hitter to be bunting. You're doing the pitcher a favor there.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Odor is up with it, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Number 10 will step in now. 2 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, having a pretty good one so far. We'll see if they pitch him any differently right here in this at-bat.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Pilar is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
First baseman, number 35.
Heat King will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Swing and a looper to left. Here comes the left fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in, and they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out. Luis Carrasco will dig in. He doubled his last time.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Here it comes on 1-1. Belted high in the air out to left. Back on it is the left fielder. Still going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall.
The right fielder, number 31.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there and left, and it'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man to cruise into second with an easy double.
Heat King gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Now a fly ball, but far too shallow to get that run in. Number 10 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And they'll tack on an important run here with the sac fly, as it's now a 2-run lead.
And that could wind up being a very big insurance run here in the late going. Anytime you can get your bullpen an extra run to work with, they'll thank you for it. And this pushes the lead up to 2 now.
Number 10 will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on.
Hey, let her fly right here.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game, as it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now.
Well, and the thing that's tough to figure here, you've got 4 home runs now as a team. You're still losing. I mean, that seems almost impossible, but that's the situation we have.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Blue Jays come out on top, 8-6. Good night from Toronto.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 8 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base. For the Rays, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.
Tuesday night baseball on the show as you get a look there at Rogers Center here in Toronto. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series? Number 10 will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there.
Come on, big guy, stay hot up there.
Stroman comes set. First pitch on the way. High and deep to left center field. Looking up is Pilar. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. 45 home runs now on the campaign as the Rays move in front now 2-0.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because...
So stepping in, Devin Mesoraco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll... Number 10 stands in.
Number 10.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat. For not only
there's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Number 10 will step in now. 2 for 2 with 2 home runs thus far.
Well, he's got that power stroke working, Matty, so why not get a little greedy and look for another one to drive?
Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. Number 10 will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
Well, I think this is going to work.
Number 10 will stand in. 2 for 4, but both of his hits are home runs.
Well, big flies are the best kind of hits you can get, so at least he's got his priorities straight. Obviously a dangerous man with a bat in his hands right now.
Rougned Odor will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Rays are victorious in this one.
1 error.
Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian. Downtown Toronto and the Rogers Center, the home of this edition of Baseball on the Show. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series. Number 10 will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, these fans will be happy to see this guy leave town, that's for sure. He has absolutely eaten them up here in this series.
Number 10 steps into the box.
Left fielder, number 10.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And he's retired, 1 away. Luis Carrasco will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it, the left fielder. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full. Toronto leads this one 6-3. Number 10 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far.
Left fielder,
Hey, drive it deep, big
number
guy. Here we
10.
go. Hey, like you can.
Ross into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. Katz scoops it up, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. You know, there's no sense in trying.
Number 10 steps in now. Into the windup and the pitch. Out in front of it, strike one.
Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch.
And he jumps all over the breaking ball that time and drives it deep to left center field. It is away back there, and this one is out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 47 thus far, as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. So now obviously...
And, guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Danny Espinosa. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out... Afternoon baseball from the Motor City, Comerica Park here in downtown Detroit. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Detroit Tigers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Time now for a look at the Rays.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew lately, driving in 20 runs over the last 10 ball games. I guess I shouldn't say one-man wrecking crew. It takes a lot of support from the guys above him to get in the position to be driven in, but he has been the man.
Boy, you talk about getting yourself in this.
Number 10 stands in.
Leading off for the Rays, left fielder, number
Into
10.
the windup and the pitch. Hit hard to short, and it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
And this is going to turn into one of those no harm, no foul situations out there on the mound. He serves out the base hit here, but that guy's thinking 2 all the way.
Hey, we got one out here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Upton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Lock sets. Here's the 0-1. Goes down to get this thing as it's aired to straightaway left.
He made it safe.
Boy, and that was some kind of effort out there.
Eric Campbell is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
No one out now.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Galvis retreats to the outfield grass, and he has
14.
number 10 will be the batter. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Well, 2 singles isn't necessarily an eye-catching performance, but hey, I'm sure he's feeling just
Come on,
fine
big
about
dog,
it.
pitch. Nobody better.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left, but the catch is made on the line out there. Will they have a shot at doubling him off first?
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
Kike Hernandez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a two-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Number 10 will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
Hey, let it fly up there, Hunk.